Good morning. I wanted to just show you the finished vet centre that I've made. As you know, I bought the vet centre itself for £7, but it didn't have hardly any of the pieces in it. So I'm just going to go through all the different bits and pieces which I've either picked up at a charity shop or I've made. So let's start off with our little cupboard. So in our little cupboard we've got our dog shampoo, which we made. We've got our little comb we've made for the brushes. This was out of the COVID tests, and I thought that would be just good to show, and they're completely empty, and I gave them a good wash out. I thought that would make quite a good idea to putting a little medicine in for the doggies. We've got our little medicine bottle, and then we've got our little eye drops with the eyedropper in it. We've got I made a little tiny plastic tray out of hot glue and put in some spoons, little silver spoons I made out of polymer clay in there. I've got a sponge, and this is just one of those makeup appliers. I thought that would be quite nice. Got a little bottle of which came with it, and that's just a little formula which can go back in there. Every time I move the cover, which I've just done, the bits fell off and I had them all settled down. I had this one came with it, which is the little thermometer, but I also did this one here, and which I found in a charity shop. So two little thermometers there. We've got our cat treats in this one here, as you can see. They're all loose and they all come out. And we've got our dog bones, which we made with the polymer clay in this one here, and they're all loose and they all come out. Okay, and then I made the table. Actually, it was out of a wooden thing I had, and I went to the charity shop and I was able to get a little cat. I also got a bunny rabbit, and I got a turtle, because my dolls have already got the dogs as well, but I was able to get those, and I thought that would work really quite well in the vet centre. Okay, so put those in here. I just took a cloth, a kitchen cloth. I'd bought a packet of those to do other things for the dolls, and I had this nice purple one left, so I just cut it, literally cut, and it's not fraying too badly, so I'm going to leave it just like that with the edges like that. You can zigzag all around the edge if you want to. So there's that one. I've done this with paint and I've done this without. I got some funky foam. I just covered a milk bottle top with some tin foil, so you don't have to do it with the metal. I've not quite finished doing the ones which I'd made up. This is the ones which I'd started making, so I haven't quite finished those. But I got some of that puffy paint, and I got some funky foam and from Poundland, and I just cut it up into small pieces and mixed it with the puffy paint, and that's worked quite well. And I was able to get a little dish like that from the charity shop as well, so that works quite good. There's a video on how to do the x-rays. I'll show you what I've got. So I've got a fish x-ray, I've got a bird x-ray, I've got a turtle x-ray, or a tortoise it is, sorry, and I've got a dog x-ray, and that one is a rabbit, and the one underneath is the one which came with it, which is the cat. And if I turn it on, there you go, you can still see, you can see right through the x-rays, so it works really well. I just made a hole in them so that I could hang them on that little hook, and that was the hooks we got from Poundland. Okay, I got this from a vet's. I just went into the vet's. You can get these in the chemist or the vet's, and they're about £1. And I got that one. I can't remember whether that was the one I got from the vet's, but it's nice and small, so it's just going to be nice and small for their hands. But I also got these, which I've just made a little dish for, and these were for Barbies and Cindy's, and I thought, because that's quite a nice size for the tweezers, and they open. And there's a little tiny syringe there, so you could use that if you were doing a mouse or something like that, I should imagine. These are the little, that's the little clipboard we made there. And then we've got our files we made here, and they have got the pieces of paper from the clipboard in there. So those are there. We've got our collar, which can go onto our cat or onto our dog, which we made. We've got our stethoscope, here we go, which we made, which has come out really good. I quite like that one. I'm really pleased with the way that came out. And we've got our lovely apron with the cat on one side and the sheep on the other. So I'm just going to put those back a moment. I'm just going to move the table. And when you open up the little cupboard over here, inside we have got, so this is the little cupboard opened up. Now my drawer just wouldn't open. It just doesn't open. I didn't want to force it and damage it, so I didn't do anything about that. But we've got a little blanket down the bottom, and here I've got a little pot, and I've cut Q-tips in half and I've put them in there, and I thought that would be quite good. And I took another pot and I filled it. I cut small 2 cotton wool balls. It only took one. That was half of a cotton wool ball in this little tub there, and you've got your little pieces of cotton wool for if they want to do a little operation on their animals. And then I've got a little pot here which I filled up with the rest of those little paper things, which worked well for making food. Okay, so I'll shut that one up and we move here. So underneath the table here, underneath the sink, we've got 2 little pots, and the first one is where I put the bandages, and I put that's just a lid off of a shaving foam, so that was quite nice. And then I had this little tub with the lid on, and I've just taken my very small plasters I had and I popped them into there like that. So that is that side of my vet's centre, and I would just turn it around. So this is the vet's outfit we've made. Yours will probably be slightly longer because I made my top too small. So you've got your trousers and your top for the vet wear. And then we've got on this side here, just around the corner, we've got our 2 posters, and I will make yours smaller because I made mine a little bit too big. But I just laminated them just on a sheet of paper, put that through, printed it and then laminated it there. So, and then we've got Bo's doggy daycare. This is Bo, and this is my niece's new puppy Daisy. So he's adorably cute. And then we've got the puppy training classes, and here we've got Rosie, which is my niece's puppy. And then we've got a little fish for sale in this side, and I was making this more like a shop come waiting room. I managed to get 2 little cages from the charity shop, so I was really pleased with those. They're just a nice size. And then over here I had 1 bag of cat food, and then I printed up my own bags of dog and cat food with it. So you've got those, and I just filled them with, I can't see, where is the food? Oh no, I didn't fill those at all. I kept those empty because I found that they were quite heavy. These are Rosie's Bones treats, and inside these we have our bones which we've made. Okay, and then we've got our dog food with the lid which comes off, and all I did was I squirted some hot glue on, sorry, that's my son just arrived for Christmas, squirted some hot glue onto a piece of greaseproof paper, and then when it was dry I cut it all up, and I've made like lumps of dog food with that because I thought that would be okay, reasonably safe. And the cat food I made, let's take the lid off, with those little curls of paper. So I did that. And then we've got up here, we've got our little ball, which I got from the charity shop. It was just for a pet ball. Our 2 little fish on a rope for playing with our cats. And then we've got our toys here, which are the little, I think they're called conch toys. And this is, I mucked up one of my coronavirus tests, and I had well, I've actually got 3 of these because over the time there's a couple of these which haven't actually been used at all, and I thought those would make ideal water bottles to go in a hamster cage or something like that, so that made a good water bottle, so I'm putting that one in there as well. The only thing I think that I could do within here is I could make a dog bed, and I found this one at a charity shop, so it's just plain land around, so I'm going to put that one in, but it's going to be that's probably only a dog for a puppy, that one there. And I'm also going to add in here just a piece of rope for a rope toy, and put a rope toy in there.